For the past 13 months, I've been doing nothing but abusing hard drugs. I almost lost my life, the people that gave a fuck about me, and now something changed. And now I'm here to tell a story. A story about 13 months of nothing but the most crazy, devastating, and almost life-ruining shit. And I'm gonna start it from the very beginning. In October of 2024, I found out about abusing Benadryl. It's a deliriant drug. You see shit, you fuck up your body. It's not a very good time. So I looked into it a lot, and I ended up coming across the subreddit r/DPH. We've probably seen some shit from it. It's ridiculous. They do the dumbest shit, but anyways, I got the information that I wanted to know, and I decided, fuck it, I'm doing this. I'm just gonna try it. I'm gonna fucking see what happens, cause this seems interesting. So I ended up going to this flea market, right? If you don't know what a flea market is, it's kind of like an outside mall where anybody can sell shit. It's fucking ridiculous, the crazy shit you can find there. But I ended up buying three boxes of Benadryl. I went home, and I, towards the end of the day at nighttime, I think it was around 10 p.m., I got on a call with my best friend, who I'm gonna remain anonymous. I'm not gonna fuck up her privacy. You know who you are. But we got on call, sat in my room, looked into it a little bit more just to make sure I was right. The dose I was gonna take was 700 milligrams. I ended up fucking accidentally doubling it. I don't know how the fuck. I think I accidentally counted it and then recounted it, but just accidentally I don't know. That's not the point. I ended up taking that, and then I realized, oh fuck, I'm done. So I ended up just finger fucking my throat, but at that point it was too late. It was too late. I was already too deep. And then done. My memory just got fucked into oblivion. I'm saying that shit gone. I don't have a fucking clue. But luckily, somebody had saved my life. It was the person I was on call with. She called 911 after my dumbass had ended up like fucking season or some shit. I was fucking going or some shit. I don't know, but I believe that I was like not on call or something. I fucked up and hung up or some shit by accident. And paramedics bust my fucking door down. They apparently broke the fuck in like some fucking Fort Knox invaders. I'm saying it was crazy, apparently. And they hauled my dumbass to the hospital. There's one thing I do remember. I remember going, and like fucking swatting at the nurses as they had my fucking dick in their hands, and they were putting the catheter in it. And I was just going, like special needs kid going down the hallway. I was out of it. I was fucking delirious. I was gone. I was fucked. And then a day or so later, I wake up in the hospital. Fucking, my dick hurts like hell. And this hospital isn't very important. It's not very interesting. I was there for a week, basically just doing nothing but laying the fuck down for the week because they weren't going to let my ass go. Because what they had thought was that I had tried to commit suicide. That wasn't what I was trying to do. But because of how fucking stupid I was, and how I somehow doubled my fucking dose, they just thought it was suicide. They didn't know what it was, what happened. Well, they didn't know it was Benadryl. There's fucking boxes on my bed. It wasn't very hard to tell. But they thought it was a suicide attempt, so they sent me to the psych ward. So around a week after I got into this hospital, they tell me, yo, alright, an officer's gonna come get you tonight. And then, well, no, it was like 5 days in they told me that. And that motherfucker didn't come for 2 more days, bro. He left my ass hanging. But they tell me, yo, an officer's gonna come drive you to the psych ward or something like that. I don't know if it was called the psych ward. that's what it was, but I don't know if that's what they said. So 2 days later, so he comes, picks me up, and we go to the psych ward. And and I get there, and this fucking Jamaican dude, I'm saying full thick Jamaican accent, like everybody could tell. Helen Keller could tell this guy was fucking Jamaican. It was insane. He was kind of a dick too, but that's not important. He takes me to this room, and it's just this small white room with this fucking like, it was you couldn't like. I don't know what the fuck it was. It was like a bed mixed with a chair mixed with anti-homeless fucking design. It was the most uncomfortable fucking shit imaginable. And at that point, I just thought, oh shit, I'm gonna be here for a long time in this fucking room. I'm gonna lose my marbles. I'm gonna go fucking mental. I'm gonna go psychotic and start shitting on the floor or something. But no, I don't know how long it took. I think it was around 30 minutes. I think they were just getting my paperwork and shit ready. Around 30 minutes later, he comes back. He brings me to the actual place that I stayed at. And it was around nighttime. It was probably around midnight at this point, honestly. It might have been like 1 a.m. or something. He takes me to my room. And the way they have these rooms set up is it's 2 people in a room. And yeah, no, it's just 2 people in a room. They share the room. My roommate's already asleep, and we're gonna get to him later, because, oh boy, this is fucking crazy. So I get my ass there, I lay down thinking, shit, I'm gonna be a little bitch. My roommate looks big as fuck. It was like, at this point, I thought he was like this big, bald dude. Because he was under covers, obviously. He was like under his covers and shit, sleeping like normal fucking people do at a psych ward. You're not just gonna stay up. What the hell are you gonna do at a psych ward at 3 in the morning? Fucking do jumping jacks, jack off? Like, no. So I thought he was this big ass dude, but I still go to bed. In the morning, I think they had us get up around like 7:30 or something. It's lights up. They come banging on the room. Hey, get the fuck up, you little shit. Basically like that. Not actually like that. He ain't say that, but it's probably what he wanted to say. He gets us up. This fucking roommate comes under the covers, and it's this guy who's not just younger than me. He's a scrawny little kid, and I'm like, oh, okay, we're good, okay, I'm not gonna be a little bitch in this place. And he tells me the morning routine that we had to do, like, yeah, we gotta shower, get our room tidied up or something, and then fucking we go into the day room. So I'm like, alright, yeah. I get into the shower, and every day, they hand us these disposable shower things. They had shampoo in this condom-like fucking packet. It was horrid. I had to bite it open every fucking morning. It sucked. But I ended up just doing it. You gotta fucking deal with it. What are you gonna do? You're not gonna bring your own shampoo. That's not how it fucking works. We get our showers done, and then we go to the day room. They bring us there. It's this room where most of our time is spent at. The way it's set up is, they have it on Google, it looks way better in the images. No, in real life it looked like fucking shit. It's a bunch of plastic chairs lined up against the wall on both sides. And there's a TV at the end of the room in the middle. There's nothing else, really. It's just that. And the first, activity comes up, because they obviously have us do shit so they can say, oh, we're helping these kids not want to die, stop overdosing and stuff. But I don't know why I said it like Trump, but, it didn't help. No, I don't think it actually fucking helped. We were just kind of there because we didn't have a choice. Most of the kids actually were there because it was something with foster homes and waiting to get into one. It was, they were waiting to get in the group homes, and, it was kind of sad, but shit, it is what it is in the psych ward. And let me just say, this psych ward was not what you would think. It was not, hey guys, how are you doing today? Today we're going to do an activity called Sober Saturday, where you can't be fucked up for, the day. No, it's not like that. It's like, hey, it's Fuck It Friday. That's actually what they called it. It was Fuck It Friday. You say fuck it to whatever that they put you in the psych ward for. You just stand up and go, hey, fuck this. It was funny. I was not expecting it to be like that, but we get up, I go, fuck Benadryl. We get all that shit done. And then we just sit there. They just turn on the fucking TV, and we sit watching TV like fucking iPad kids all day. There's a couple activities, although most of the things I'm going to be telling are not just about the activities. People were fucking crazy little hoodlum degenerates in this place. It was funny. It was entertaining. I would have lost my fucking shit. I would have lost my mind if these people weren't acting up so much. It was funny as shit. So I ended up meeting this girl named Gracie. Now I do have to clarify, it is a trans girl, because the way they had this place set up is they had 4 units. The male kids unit, the male teenage unit, the girls kids unit, and then the girls teenage unit. And because I don't know, I don't fucking know why they didn't have girls there, because it's whatever. That's not the fucking point of this video. Me and her were cool. We're just talking, we're chatting it up, and we ended up just kind of being a group. It was me, her, this guy named Joe, and we didn't fucking like Joe. He was kind of a little shit. Well, not really. We'll get into that later. And this guy named Sky. Eventually, this guy named Ricky joined our group, but we'll get into that later. Probably not today. But we're just chatting it up, shit. And I think I forgot to mention, I think one of the first things I saw when I got into this room was Gracie beating the fucking lights out of this kid. And this kid we're going to get into as well, because it's fucking ridiculous what he was doing. She is just beating the fuck out of this kid. And shit, she rocked his shit, I'm not even gonna lie. But he deserved it. He fucking deserved it. He was a little creep. And what I had found out was he was in there for molesting his mom. He raped his fucking mother. He wasn't even old enough to be in our unit. He somehow got kicked out of the kids unit. He was a 12-year-old kid. It was just fucking flabbergasted. Like, what the fuck am I doing in here with these fucking mental lunatics? What the fuck am I next? Like, and what ended up happening was, shit, he got kicked out of the unit too. Damn, my voice is red. But he got kicked out of our unit as well, because what he was doing was he would, like, lift up, because you know what a hospital gown looks like. That's what they give you here as well if you don't have your own clothes, because they do let you have your own clothes, actually. Thank God. I didn't even have a change of clothes. I was just wearing the same fucking clothes for a week straight. I don't even think I washed them. Like, it was bad. But, you know, he would lift up his hospital gown, like, fucking open his mouth, like, stick out his tongue and shit, and then just start flailing his crotch around and shit. It was ridiculous, dude. Like, staff, I think they just basically given up. They couldn't control the little fucking freaky monkey. They couldn't control the little freaky monkey. It was ridiculous. He was like a fucking chimpanzee on meth. He was going crazy. So, shit, I don't even know where to go. There's a lot of shit to say, but I do not remember at all what part of this day a lot of this stuff happened in. But there's one. Let's just talk about events, because that's what everyone's here for. That's the only reason you're here. You don't give a fuck about what day it happened. Fuck the Mondays and Tuesdays. You want to hear about the crazy shit. And we're going to go straight to the end of the story. Not the end of the story, but to one of the events that happened at the later end of this stay. If you know what booty juicing is, one, you definitely been in the psych ward, probably more than once. You already know how this shit like. If you don't, it's a mix of drugs that they give you when you're flipping the fuck out and they need to calm your ass down. It's like not euthanasia. I mean, that's how you basically felt, I would imagine, but no, it just sedates the fuck out of you. I don't know what was in there, because, like, it was making this guy... Alright, let's explain why I'm talking about booty juice. So, this guy named Sky, I think I mentioned him being in, like, our little group, our little circle of friends. He was pretty normal for the most part of this day. Until one day, he jumped over the nurse's counter because we still had to get our medications. They went crazy. They made sure we took that shit. Open your fucking mouth and show me your damn tongue. Like, it was ridiculous. But they booty juice you if you're acting a fool. And this guy, I later found out that this was not the first time that he had done this. He is a repeat offender of doing crazy shit to get booty juice just to get fucked up. This was the first time I'd seen it though. So he jumps over the nurse's counter. He doesn't even do anything. He's just there because he knows that they're gonna sedate his dumbass. And that's exactly what they do. They tackle his ass down to the ground. They pull down his pants. I saw his cheeks and everything. And they stick these two big. It might have been 2 or 3. It could have actually been fucking 4. This guy had a tolerance to the fucking booty juice. It was mental. And they just jab that shit on his cheeks. They just jab it in. And it hit the fuck out of him. He wasn't out. He didn't get knocked out because what it does for everybody that's supposed to get booty juiced is it knocks you the fuck out. But not him. Not him. This man had the immunity. This man was the booty juice bandit. Like he's used to it. So he just ends up walking around our day room going, oh shit, he actually said something to me during this. He was like, my family told me to kill you. It's as he was just twacked the fuck out. I'm talking beat. I'm talking destroyed. I'm talking fucked up. And he's just going around the room talking about why is the wall yellow? Why is the TV black? Well, why is the glass black? Like, he was just fucking out of it. And eventually people are getting concerned, like, bro, you're gonna pass the fuck out if you don't sit the fuck down. Like, you're gonna crack your shit open. And that somehow didn't happen. He did eventually fall asleep, but they take him to his room, not just the staff, a couple people in our fucking day room as well. They take him there. They take him to his room, lay him down. And yeah, there's a lot of shit that happened. I don't record this shit with a script. This is just me talking about it. So there's gonna be moments where I'm like, what do I talk about? Like I'm fucking stupid. I mean, I am stupid, but still. The fuck am I gonna talk about now? The food. We gotta talk about the food. So we go to the cafeteria 3 times a day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, obviously. They gotta feed you. And this food was fucking fantastic. It was incredible. I have never, ever had a food that good. It was cooked there. They gave us, like, fucking cookies and shit sometimes. It was good. They had a fucking fountain. Not a fountain. Not the... Like a soda fountain, kind of. There was no soda there, but it was like Powerade, High C, water, shit like that, you know? And... Oh, we went crazy with it. We were slamming down these drinks like a fucking college party. It was insane. We were fucking happy with that. And also, every time that you go or leave somewhere, they make you do a head count. They make everybody in the room count what position they're in the line, and if somebody fucks it up, you gotta start all over. You gotta redo it, and they are not stopping until you get it the fuck right, until you get your stupid ass to count correctly, because these motherfuckers apparently did not know how to count. It was insane. I was losing my shit. I was going mental in my head. These people don't know how to fucking count. So, they also make us, for every room, actually. Not just the cafeteria. I don't know why I thought it was just the cafeteria. But they make us turn our pockets inside out to make sure we're not smuggling shit. Because, I don't know, people apparently would smuggle shit or something. I mean, I don't know what the fuck you're gonna do with a plastic fork. I don't think that's gonna do anything. You're just better off with your fist at that point. Just pick up one of the plastic chairs and chuck that shit at someone. They weren't like tightened down to the floor or anything. You could just pick that shit up. So it was kind of fucking pointless. They also went through your room. They went through everybody's room every day after you got your shower done. You gotta go to bed. They will turn that shit upside down like the DEA looking for fent. It was ridiculous. If you had shit, that reminds me of another thing. Okay, now we gotta talk about this dude named Harley. This dude named Harley, he was apparently there. He was there for a while, apparently. He's probably still fucking there, and it's been a year later. I've had life-changing shit happen. I clean myself the fuck up, and this motherfucker's still probably there, doing the same shit. But you know what? More power to you. If you want to be like that, just, I mean, shit. Maybe that's your home now. Maybe that's what you call home. So this guy named Harley. I also have to say they did give us like this little like Nutrigrain bar or whatever the fuck a couple times a day too. Just to, I don't know why. I guess they just didn't want us hungry, or they were trying to get people with eating disorders to eat or something. I don't know exactly why, but I was not fucking complaining. They give us our snacks, and this dude Harley, he would stash his snacks, and the staff told him, "Hey, we can stash them for you, but you can't stash them in your room, and you know this, and you know that when we find them, we're going to throw them out." Apparently, this man just did not know how to listen. This man did not know how to process the information, because that's exactly what he did. And then, and then when he found out that his snack stash was gone, he starts crashing the fuck out. He starts going crazy. He's like, "Where the fuck are they? Who the fuck took them? Where are they? I'm not doing it." He was going belligerent. He was fucking crazy. I mean, who wasn't crazy there? That's why we're fucking there, because we're stupid. So he's just losing his fucking marbles at the staff because because he couldn't know how to listen to what they were saying. I don't know why he didn't think they would actually throw him out, but apparently he just doesn't know how to think. And also, that was not the only time people were losing their shit or shit like that. There was also a lot of fighting there, and well, not a lot, but there was, I think, 2 or 3. I believe people would just lose their shit sometimes. So I think there was 2. I remember 2 fights, and I think a fight almost broke out that got stopped. But we had to like evacuate the day room and shit. It was like fucking school shooter was up in our shit. But it was the first one I already mentioned. The second one was the 17-year-old big ass dude, big 6-foot black burly dude, and he was in there for this crazy movie level shit. He's been shot 7 times, survived. He had a back brace and everything. So he wasn't lying about it. The staff could like fucking confirm it. It was insane. He just starts wailing on my roommate. And at that point I just found out, my roommate had molested his sister, and that was why he was there. I don't know what it is with people molesting their family in this place, but I'm very glad I wasn't related to anyone there, because I would have been next. Like, shit. It was fucked. It was horrible. But that's not why he beat him up. That was not at all why. The reason he beat the shit out of him was because he was talking shit to staff members. Not because he molested his sister and probably gave her lifelong trauma that she's gonna need several years of therapy to get over. But because he was disrespectful to the staff. Apparently, saying, "Fuck you, you bitch staff member, you fucking whore," is tremendously worse than giving your family lifelong trauma that they're gonna disown you for, and that you're never going to hopefully mentally recover from the fact that you did. Like, this place was just fucking, I don't know, man. This was the first time, this was actually the second time I'd been in, like, this kind of situation. Because a month prior, before any of this shit had happened, before any of the Benadryl shit started, I had ended up going to, like, the ICU because I was like, oh, damn. Well, I guess I'm gonna kill myself. So this wasn't my first time experiencing the hospital. Like, it wasn't that, but this was one of the craziest fucking weeks of my life. They kept me there at this place for a week. Shit, I wish I knew how to structure a more coherent story, because I know, because this shit is interesting. I just don't know how to word everything, and I don't remember much. I mean, do you see the shit I did? Like, bruh, fucking Bennett. Well, of course I'm not gonna fucking remember anything that happened. Like, what do you think's gonna happen? So it was a crazy time. A lot of shit went down, and I just wanted to tell my story. There's gonna be a lot, and I mean a lot more stories, because for those 13 months, it was almost every day. 2/3, probably a little more than 2/3 of those 13 months, I was on something. And we're going to get into those in more videos. This is mostly what my channel's going to become about. Because to be fair, dude, I have 300 fucking subscribers. Nobody gives a shit. I can just kind of do whatever the fuck I want. Nobody expects nothing. But I hope y'all enjoyed this fucking story, and I hope that this can show you why you should not ever be like me or even think about being like me. You should despise me. You should want to come to my house and murder me. But there might be an update on this video. There might be a part 2 if I can remember more shit that happened. But I think this is where I'm going to leave it for now. For now, I'm going to leave it here. And then we're going to talk about more shit. So, I know this is probably a boring video because I don't know how to make a story coherent. I don't know how to be chronological. But this is just me talking. This is just me telling my story. This is just me finding ways to do shit that's not just doing hard drugs every day. So, I hope that you guys enjoyed how I'm trying to avoid that. And I'm very fucking early into this, like, sobriety shit. I mean, it's been, like, fucking, check, 2-3 days? 2. It's been 2 fucking days, bro. Like, it's early, but early is still the start. Everything starts somewhere. So, bye-bye, y'all. We gonna make more videos like this, because there's a lot of stories to tell. Bye-bye.